people like cleaning or cooking. Some people like it's therapeutic.
Yeah.
I love it. Or cleaning, for example. Like people love cleaning or ironing. I fucking hate ironing, man.
Yeah, you look like the type that would like ironing.
Yeah, do I?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even going to go there.
Everyone's told me that before.
Everyone,
You get told that all the time.
It's a topic, yeah. Big
They
thing.
see, they meet you. You like ironing?
I got an
don't you?
ironing page. I got yeah, I hate that shit. And there's people that love it though. People that love it. They're like, it's just therapeutic. You know what I mean? That's to them, that's not work. So going back to work-life balance, do you like what you do? You know, not you. I know you do. But do you like what you do? If you don't, do something about that instead of trying to constantly finish work and constantly recharge and feel like you need. Because, dude, honestly,
It'll help
what
you
would
massively.
you do with 8 hours a day?
What do you mean?
So if you try and balance everything, it's 8 to 8 to 8.
Yeah.
Right? It's 8 hours of work, 8 hours of sleep, and 8 hours of life. Lifing.
Lifing.
Yeah.
Trademark.
What do you do with that? What do you do for 8 hours? What do you do? What could you do? I mean, you can have a shower. Let's say 20 minutes. What else? Half an hour. Let's say you take an hour shower. You got 7 hours. What else are you doing?
Eat.
Yeah. Okay, 2 hours for all your eating throughout the day. What else?
You're gonna
Let's
watch TV?
say it's 3 hours.
Yeah.
So you still got an extra 4 hours. What are you doing? You're watching TV for 4 hours.
Maybe it's a good movie. You watch it twice.
Every day.
Every day.
Do you know what I mean? I feel like I'd get bored. Bad. And I don't cook or clean. So I don't waste any time there. So it's like, what are you going to do for 6-7 hours a day? But if you hate what you're doing, you'd probably rather do nothing.
Yeah. That's
True.
it. Playing video games.
You
Whatever
play
it
video games going on?
Yeah, absolutely. I play it now.
Yeah.
Haven't for a while. But I would say, if someone says, do you play video games? Yeah, absolutely. I don't mind it. From time to time, like I haven't played, probably for a month. It's weird. I'll go through phases where I'm like, yeah, cool, I want to play, and I'll play, an hour, a couple of hours a night for like a week.
Do you play with your son?
Sometimes, yeah. Like I'll play. I'll play
better than
Mario
you?
Kart. Yeah, like he could probably beat me in Mario Kart.
Play Mario
Wii.
Kart? What do you got? Nintendo 64?
Jesus, bro.
What do you?
This is fucking hell.
What do you play Mario Kart on?
On the current one, the Switch.
I wouldn't have a clue in the world.
Come over, I'll change your life.
Yeah.
It's sick. It's actually a really good game.
Oh, we're going to
Really
duck out
good
for a
game.
moment, guys.
But he plays now Fortnite and stuff like that on the PlayStation and a few of those other games. I think there's one Roblox. Like even my daughter starts playing it a bit now, and they ask me to play, and I'll play sometimes with them just because they like playing with me. But even now, I've put just recently, funny enough, I put restrictions on game time because they are prioritizing that too much, and it's the type of thing that's very easily addictive, and you could sit there for 6 hours playing video games, especially as a
I
kid.
used to do that growing up.
Yeah. Look, I think I did at times as well. I would have days where this is probably when I'm older even, like teenager, say 15 onwards or whatever, and you can sit there and literally on a weekend and just play video games from
I'll do
8 a.m.
14 hour stints.
Yeah.
I was a hard worker.
Yeah. put in the reps.
Yeah, putting in the hours. Getting shit done.
That's it.
I used to play...
So to a degree, that does build some level of commitment to be able to sit there and do that. Well, cool. If you can apply that to something else you love, because you love playing video games if you're doing it for 14 hours.
Yeah. So why do you... And you don't feel like you need a break from it.
That's right.
Right?
That's right.
So why do you have to
couldn't
finish
do that
work at
with
5?
Yeah, exactly.
But that's not to say go work 97 hours a day. Because that's not good either.
And not possible
Yeah.
in a day.
For you.
Yeah, for you. That's it.
But yeah, no, I agree with you. I think prioritizing the things that matter to you. It's all about awareness, yeah? If you think about it, most things come back to awareness. Yeah, it's all about, do you know what you like? Do you know what you're doing?
Yeah.
Why do you do what you do?
Yeah. I know people that have done things, like even in construction. I had a mate many years ago that family friend did construction management. He was a year younger than me, so saw that I got into that and just saw it as a way to make heaps of money.
Construction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like as in...
I was trying to do it at one point.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. So, but he looked at it from a management, like getting a construction management degree and working for a big tier 1 company. He went into that role on that purpose to make money. And he got into it and he fucking despised it with all his heart. He worked at a company, it was a good company, but he was just working like a dog Saturdays, Sundays. It wasn't a dead-end job. Like he had the potential and he was doing well, but he just grew to fucking resent working. He would wake up in the morning and he'd just tell me, he goes, fuck, I hate working, man. And it wasn't the company.
I remember feeling like that.
Yeah, it wasn't the
I've
company
felt
though.
like
It
that
was
before.
what he was actually doing. Like he couldn't be fucked dealing with people, with the trades, with all the shit he had to do. He just wasn't enjoying it at all. And do you know what he ended up doing? Like 3 years in, he quit. And he worked at an aquarium for 2 years. Because he loved fish. He loved fish. He loved aquariums. He's always been a massive fisher. Like he loved going fishing, loved the outdoors, boating. And he just worked at an aquarium. He just knew everything about fishes and temperatures and water fucking balances and pH levels. And he just did that for 2 whole years. Worked at this aquarium in the area.
Was he happy?
Fucking loved it. And then he came back to construction. He worked for a different company, but he was like better. Like he felt. I think he just found like he needed that break from what he was doing, and he just realized, okay, cool. It's not all about the money. I just needed to find the right company to work for, and then. He's still working in construction now.
That's a big lesson.
Doing very well. It was a lesson for him. Yeah,
Yeah.
he just got into it for the wrong reason, and ended up hating what he's doing. And then I think a lot of people do that as well. They get into it because their parents are doctors, their parents are teachers or dentists or whatever they've grown up to be, and that was what they had to do as well. Or they just don't commit. They don't find their purpose. They don't go to uni. They don't get a trade, and they end up working a dead-end job at a cafe that they genuinely fucking hate.
Yeah, that's the word.
Or an office job, you know, and they hate it, and they just go through the motions, and it's Groundhog Day for them, and they're the people that end up suffering mentally because they just don't feel like there's any in or out. Yeah,
Miserable.
and they don't have that. They buy into that work-life balance, and they're looking at the calendar whilst they're at work, going, okay, I can't wait 3 weeks until holidays. Oh, I can't wait till I book in my Easter trip. I'm going to take 6 weeks off. I'm going to Greece. So it's going to be the best. I need a break from this shithole. And that's when you're fucked up. That's when you're losing it. When you're like that in your job, and if you're listening to this, and that's you,
do something.
you're losing. You're losing at the game. You're behind. You are the last player on the board. You're losing. What the fuck are you going to change to get in front?
Dude, I remember feeling like that. I remember that feeling. I remember hating that.
And did it motivate you to get out of that?
Yeah, I would like to think that I've always been someone to take some level of action
Yeah.
when there's something I'm unhappy with. And yeah, I remember, so I was an apprentice. Yeah, so for me, there was like the 4-year commitment.
As a mechanic.
Yeah, it was a 4-year commitment. I was working at Mercedes-Benz. I was like, this is it. Like, there is no moving
Do you reckon
from
that was a
here.
good apprenticeship, working at Mercedes?
Yeah.
From learning about engines and cars and shit like that?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it was really cool.
Yeah, they give you a really good, like the program itself, I'm just out of curiosity asking, could you leave that 4-year apprenticeship and go out and build any other cars from the shit you learnt as an apprentice there?
I could.
Or did you learn Mercedes, you know, how they operate?
Yeah, no, that's a good question. I could, but
you did shit previously before, like you were into cars long before you
and
got your
I
apprenticeship,
also
weren't you?
used to spend all my weekends working in the garage.
Yeah.
Doing backyarders.
Yeah.
Like I'd make more on a weekend than I would.
At your apprenticeship.
Yeah. And I spent my whole weekends doing that. And I learned a lot through that. Does everyone? No. Some people, it's a job and they switch off at 4 o'clock. We finish at 4:06.
Yes, I used to have mates that were getting, like, in high school, or when we finished high school, sorry, they got apprenticeships in construction, electrical, plumbers. They would work Monday to Friday, below their whole wage on Saturday.
Yeah, lots of people do
The
that.
whole wage. Like, fucking, like, they didn't have petrol money. Their whole fucking wage
Paycheck
was
to
gone
paycheck, yeah.
Saturday.
Even week.
Because we'd go out to the pub or wherever it was that we were going, and they would just go, fucking boom, 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 drinks, shots, drinks, food, and just go mental. And have
Drowning your sorrows.
They'd have fucking $50 to get them through till the next week.
Drowning your sorrows. Every time I see someone doing that, if it's someone I know, I look at them and I'm like, what are you drowning, man? Like, what? I tell them, like, what are you drowning, dude? Like that bad? Like, all right, go have a drink. But like, that many drinks? What are you drowning? What are you unhappy with in your life? So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click just over here. Or if you want to watch the full episode, you can click over here. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and thanks for watching.